You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your number one source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith. Johnson.
The AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California. Presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV's Awkward After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's Awkward After Show.
Tomorrow, bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun.
This is some inspiration for Jenna. That tomorrow will be brighter and better.
And Tomorrowland.
In Tomorrowland, I like that. You guys, thank you for joining another awkward episode. We're extremely awkward tonight, as
Starting
always.
Off with a little Orphan Annie.
What is it? Season 3, episode 17. Major campaign fail.
Major.
I'm Christina Zia. Sorry I wasn't here last week. I was in New York, where Tiana is tonight, so that's why she's not with us. And Jason, my lovely co-host, was trying to ruin my potential presidential campaign last week.
Her pure reputation.
When he announced why I was gone, which was completely false. But thanks, you guys, for tuning in once again.
She's back and better than ever.
I'm back and better than ever. And by the way, I wasn't here to recap last week's episode with you guys. And I watched it all alone by my lonesome. And I cried at the end of last week's episode.
It was intense.
It was so sad. So,
well, because Jenna has this way, you like, God, you're such a selfish bitch. You're so mean. And then she does something and you're like, oh my God, I feel so bad for you.
Bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Like this whole episode, I felt horrible for her.
Did you?
Yeah. Except for one part.
Okay. Well, okay, so she wakes up in her backyard, which I guess is where Maddie dropped her off at home, and then obviously she wasn't allowed back in the house, so.
That's a new low.
That's a new low, to wake up on your lawn chair. Like, that's when you know things hit the fan the night before.
I know.
Luckily, her dad lets her in, though.
The next morning.
I love how she's, like, trying to suck up to them, making them eggs, printing up, like, basketball score sheets for her dad. And then what does he do?
Hands her a contract.
She has to start paying rent.
I'm actually proud of them for like sticking to their guns though, because I feel like they always bend for her. You know,
well,
like
yeah.
She can usually have them manipulated to do whatever she wants, and now they're like sticking up and they're good parents.
Who did you think from the beginning of the episode would be the quickest to break, Kevin or Lacey?
I don't know, because I thought maybe Lacey, but then last week Kevin. Remember when they were arguing over the cell phone?
Right.
So it's hard to tell. Because I feel like Lacey is maybe doing it for more of a catty reason.
You think so? Because I think when Jenna told her to get a life,
it really hurt her.
It really hurt her.
Yeah. But I think she would maybe hold on to it longer just to be catty.
Right, just like prove a point almost too. Well, so she drops Jenna off at school and obviously goes to seek guidance from the best counselor in the world, Miss Valerie.
I wish I had somebody like her in high school, because that would be awesome.
Really? Do you think you'd be a better adult individual from it now?
I'd probably be even more messed up than I am right now.
So we're happy there was no Val in Jason's childhood.
It turned out all right.
I love how Lacey goes and seeks guidance from Val. Meanwhile, she has no idea that Jenna is about to ruin Val's life and reputation.
Like, entire life.
And it kind of just proves that even though what Jenna did is severely screwed up and awful, Val sucks.
Yeah.
Like, as a guidance counselor, what she does for her, like, we all know, we love her because she's hilarious, but
she hires a nurse under the qualifications that they can put on a Band-Aid and carry an ice pack.
That's not too cold, even when it's really cold. And they can dial 911.
While carrying an ice pack. Multitasking.
Done, qualified,
we should be nurses.
I wonder how Jenna's going to take that when she finds out that Lacey's school nurse. Do you think she really will be school nurse?
Well, isn't it only because of the ass competition? It's just for a month, right?
Yeah.
So,
still.
I don't know. I feel like she's like walking on, what do they say? Walking on Thin Ice.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's Broken Glass, but I think that's a song. Walking on thin ice with her mom, so maybe even if she is upset about it, she won't say anything
about it.
Yeah.
We see also in this episode, which is obviously one of the biggest parts, is the campaign between Tamara and Jake. And I can't believe she actually went through with it.
I know. Well, actually, I take that back.
You knew she was going to do it.
I knew she was going to do it, and I almost feel like Jake led her to do it. Because if he was really, obviously this is skipping ahead a little bit, but if he was really upset if she won, then he should have told her in the beginning. They're dating. They can be honest with each other. He should have said, like, hey, this is really important to me. I don't want you to help me.
Help me, right.
Not like I want you. But I feel like he almost pushed her into running against him. You know?
No, I understand. Because, I mean, when they were arguing about it, for her, she was, like, obviously wanted to help him win. And was just trying to do her best for him. And then, but, like, she really needs to lay off.
But I like her as a person needs to lay off.
Yeah,
but it's not like
does.
she's changed who she is while dating him. She's always been this crazy and this. So I don't think it's fair that he goes into it trying to like change her. That's who she is. So if you don't want that, you shouldn't date her. But you shouldn't be like surprised when she does something like that.
But obviously, so okay, let's get into it because she's obviously running for president. She's doing everything that she can. She has the Asian mafia on her side, or we think possibly on her side, which is kind of crazy to see because obviously maybe Ming's not the best leader that we think she is.
I know.
And since I'm obsessed with the Asian mafia, like I do not want any breakup between the two of them.
I don't either, but I wonder if it's because she's very open about it. Like I feel like the other,
like abusing her powers almost.
Who was the girl that was Asian
Becca.
mafia? Becca was very secretive about it and would never say anything. She would just take care of stuff. And I feel like Ming tells everybody, like, oh, yeah, you want a coffee? Let me get the Asian mafia on it.
Yeah, you're right. So
maybe that's why.
I wonder if they will overthrow her.
It kind of feels like that's going to happen.
Yeah, definitely. I see it coming. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun. But so Tamara, potentially, we don't know if she won because of them then or not.
I don't know. But when Tamara was giving her speech for president, and then obviously Jake starts giving his speech, and he kind of like hit a low when he wasn't campaigning for himself. He was campaigning against Tamara, and poor Miles like just didn't stand a chance. So that was kind of
screwed up. I felt bad
for
Miles. Yeah, because at first I thought Tamara's speech was fine. It was kind of boring, whatever. But then he got up there and was like, her hair color's not real. Her eyelashes are fake. She fakes her period to get out of gym class.
Do you want someone who's real or someone who's fake?
And I thought that was mean.
Well, then they get into this whole debate, and obviously you can tell it goes way beyond their presidential campaign. Obviously, Jake feels like Tamara's trying to change him and take control.
Which I don't think she's trying to change him. I just think she's a pushy person. And I don't think she wants him to change. I think she likes to help and be involved in everything. And is very opinionated. I think he wants to change her.
Do you?
Uh-huh. Because he wants her to just step back and do her own thing.
Yeah, but I feel like that's kind of necessary. I don't think he's trying to change her. I think he's just trying to be like, get off my back. Like, accept me for who I am.
Yeah, I guess I see that. But then the whole, I feel like he pushed her into this competition with him. So at the end of the day, when she won, he should have said, like, hey, good battle. I don't know. I felt like he should have handled it better. Because he didn't tell her how important it was to him. Maybe she should have known, I guess. But if he was really upset, he should have expressed that concern way earlier. Because it's also kind of a dick thing if he doesn't think his girlfriend is good enough to win presidential candidate against him.
Yeah, but it's a even bigger dick thing for his girlfriend to run against him. Don't you think? When she started out helping him. Especially, it's not because it's something that she really wanted.
Yeah.
Although I think that it's something that if she knew she could have had earlier on,
she would have wanted it. Because it seems like something she would do.
Definitely. She wants to be
But don't you kind of feel like he pushed her into it?
No, I don't.
Oh.
I mean, I don't think he pushed her into it. I think he was just like, don't worry about me. Like, I'll be able to get president on my own. I've been president for the past 3 years. Like, just get off my back. I like doing it my own way.
Huh.
I don't think he was like, please run against me.
No, but I think by him saying get off my back.
Yeah, but I don't think that's right for her to do that.
Oh.
I feel like if anything, she should be like, okay, fine, like, let me get off his back. And if he doesn't win, then I'm going to jump on it and be like, see, I told you so. But instead, she was like trying to spite him.
I guess I see that. I didn't really think of it that way.
Well, now you did.
I know. Wow. I'm learning so much. You should be my guidance counselor.
I know. Christina for guidance counselor of Palos Verdes. So.
Let's run. Perfect.
I don't know. I'm pissed at her.
Well, because
I feel really
so
bad
now they're
for him.
broken up, though. Are we going to talk about that now?
Yeah, let's
we might
get
as
into
well.
it.
I think that was a dick move. You can't just, like, I think their problem is they don't know how to, like,
communicate.
but they both are talkers and yellers, but they never, like, actually have a constructive conversation.
Right. But I mean, I guess it wasn't right for him to break up with her because of that.
Because he should have, I think,
because you're right when you say he should have just stopped her before.
Yeah.
But I guess I understand what you're saying, where he like kind of like led her into it because he was like, she felt like she was trying to prove the point that she could win presidency.
Yeah.
But I still think it's messed up because obviously she's really selfish and didn't take a second to realize how important it is to him. So
communication is key, guys.
I don't think he's breaking up with her because she won. I think he's breaking up with her because she cares more about herself than she cares about him.
But do you think if he would have
Burn Tamara.
Tamara, do you think he would have broken up with her if he won?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Maybe not. But maybe.
Guess we'll never know.
I feel like their relationship hasn't been what it was before either.
Yeah.
Ever since like the Jenna and Maddie split.
Coming.
Yeah.
I think I predicted it. We did.
Yeah, definitely. So
we know what's up.
And also, to be honest with you, I'm kind of happy. I'm like over.
Say what you said while we were watching it.
I'm just like over Tamara being Queen Bee. Like I feel like she was better on the sidelines, as like the funny sidekick.
Yeah, because honestly, I don't like when people like think like she could stand up to Sadie. Nobody should ever stand up to Sadie.
I don't mind that she stands up to Sadie because obviously Sadie like always has the last word, so it's fine.
She wins.
Sadie wins, and I appreciate that she has the balls to do it. But like, if she thinks she's ever gonna overtake Sadie, like, get it together. Nuh-uh, not happening. And she even asks Sadie for help too.
Yeah, she does.
And Sadie asked her for $500.
I love that. Her Twitter is blowing up. I want to start one of those. So that tweet is real. There's just no tweets that come from it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What is it?
The harsh truth. MTV should totally start tweeting from it because that'd be so funny.
Oh my God. What is it? I forget what the MySpace name was. But when I was in high school, there was this MySpace name. Oh, shit. It was kind of like the harsh truth. It's going to come to me like the middle. But this person would be anonymous and like target random people in my grade and just say awful things about them.
Kind of like Gossip Girl?
Kind of like Gossip Girl, except we all knew who it was. Like no one actually knew for a fact, but when you read something.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my God, I know who's saying this. Like I could hear the person's voice.
Was it somebody you were friends with?
Someone that we were all acquaintances with. He actually never targeted me.
Okay,
He knew not to. I'd get all Sadie on his ass. But
that's so
it was
funny.
kind of like that.
That's crazy.
I wish I could remember the name
do
of
that
it. I'll let you know.
AfterBuzz.
And talk about everyone. He's such a mean girl. Do you hear him?
I've got some tips.
What do you think? Okay, so there's that breakup. And then obviously Jenna and Colin broke up as well. And it starts off by Colin apologizing to Jenna for not taking her home
I want to
last
know
night.
what you think about this because you weren't here to discuss the whole situation last week. I know I'm biased toward Colin, but I was
about
like...
the threesome or the ecstasy or all of the above?
The threesome, I was like, okay, that's kind of a dick move. But they never defined their relationship, DTR'd. And so I don't think he's necessarily in the wrong.
I think he's so in the wrong. And you know I love Colin.
Yeah.
And I get it, like, from his point of view. He's like, well, we never DTR'd, fine. But Jenna clearly lost all of her friends. Like,
but
disrespected everyone.
I think he tried to even, like, hey, you don't need to push me into their lives right away. Like, just give them time. I feel like he tried to stop it more. And in his defense, too, this is why you should never date the person you cheat with. Because once a cheater, always a cheater. So he's probably assuming, hey, she has a boyfriend and we're hooking up. So why can't I hook up with my ex-girlfriend while we're hooking up?
Well, but also he told her that they broke up.
That's,
so
I guess,
for her, she would assume, like,
I guess you would assume that.
They're not hooking up
But at
anymore.
the same time, if you're dating because I'm assuming, we don't really see, but I'm assuming she was still with Maddie while she was with Colin.
A little bit, she was.
So how is that fair for her to do and not him?
Well, I think she's an asshole for doing that.
Yeah. Okay, good.
I think Jenna's a jerk.
I mean, I think it's like probably 75% Jenna and the wrong 25% Colin.
I think that, I guess it's Jenna's fault for not defining things and realizing, but I mean, she's 16. Like, I don't think she realized that and threesomes were in her near future.
Oh my God, could you imagine that in high school? I would have literally been in shock.
I would have cried and like...
I know. Ran to the nearest church.
Totally. Definitely.
I need Jesus.
But, I mean, what do you think about him, like, not owning up for anything? I mean, I guess he defended himself quite well.
He did. I thought the only thing I thought was weird, like, that I would be pissed about, I guess it's a huge thing, is that he was still hooking up with his ex-girlfriend. But I don't think... I guess because we never knew Colin was, like, a party boy at all. We only saw, like, the artsy...
Right.
Which is fine.
Like, his personality has changed completely.
Which is kind of, I don't know, I don't really like that as much. But I feel like maybe I'm just assuming I'm analyzing these as real people and not as characters.
I mean, they obviously
but
are real people.
You would know if somebody was a party person from the get-go, right? Like, it's not like people hide that. Like,
I don't even necessarily mind, like, the party aspect of it. To me, it's more like not being straightforward about it.
Yeah. Well, and it is weird because they are basically boyfriend and girlfriend spending so much time together. Yeah. That's why I don't know when he even had time to hook up with her.
Right. And also, I just feel really bad for Jenna. Like, after she slept with him, she was obviously really upset. She came home crying. And then, like, to realize that, okay, it obviously was nothing for him. Yeah. Now we know why he has those condoms in his nightstand.
Oh.
He's been getting busy.
Did you call that?
I so called it.
I think you did.
I don't know if I did or not.
I think you did.
But I don't know. He's shady, and I'm happy she ended it with him.
So then she goes down. Well, she goes down this road of apologizing to everybody, which I thought tries to, which I like because I feel like old Jenna is back. But I think the problem for Jenna is she thinks things just
should automatically change.
Yeah, come easily for her. Even like. That's the way she acts. If you asked her, she's such a Debbie Downer person. I bet she wouldn't say that. Like, life's so hard. Yeah. But usually when she wants something, she gets it. I think.
Yeah, she does.
You say? And so I think this is going to take time. But I bet now that Tamara and Jake are broken up,
Tamara's going to
need Jenna. Jenna's going to need Tamara.
What do you think about the bathroom scene when Jenna gave her that hug and then Tamara asked for her to find Ming?
I was actually kind of proud of Tamara. In a weird way. Like, I felt horrible for Jenna, but at the same time, Jenna's been horrible to Tamara. So I don't think just because somebody apologizes, everything is A-okay. Like, I feel like they have to earn it back.
Yeah. I wish Tamara... I don't know. I feel like Tamara was kind of being a hard ass, too. I guess Jenna did do a lot of things wrong, but I wish she would be like, we can be friends again, but, like, you need to apologize.
But at the same time... Jenna didn't go to her speech. She was in the bathroom crying, and yeah, that sucks. But like, if you're trying to win friends back,
right? Like she wasn't even there.
You should go out of your way to help. Yeah. You know?
Well, and then Jenna goes to try to fess up to Valerie, and she's obviously a tad too late. And I wish so badly someone read it out loud what she wrote.
I know.
Sadie should have read it out loud.
I love that Sadie said, like, this is meaner than anything I could have ever written.
Yeah. It was probably awful. And I feel like Lacey's going to freak out when she finds out.
Oh, yeah, I wonder what's going to happen with that because they're finally back in good terms.
They're back on good terms, and then also Jenna and Maddie are back on good terms.
But Maddie read it.
Yes. But he didn't seem too...
I think his view of Jenna is so different now. Well, I mean, from the trailer for next week, maybe not. But at this point, he kind of just sees her as a train wreck.
You think so?
Like, I don't think, like, I think, like, he thinks, like, this part of her life is just messy. Like, it's not her, but she's just doing all these horrible things.
Right. He's, like...
And probably writes it off.
Like, trying to save her own life instead of, like, wanting to be with her.
I know. Now I feel bad that they broke up.
Me too. And we were
I wanted them to break up so bad.
We were so on Team Colin.
But we didn't know Colin... I mean, I would still date Colin.
You fooled us.
I know, but it's okay. We'll take you. I don't care.
I'm not interested anymore.
I'm totally interested.
Okay. I don't know why. I guess we can get into predictions.
Okay.
Because the episode kind of is done.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV
predictions.
Do you want to go first?
Okay. Do you have one?
Okay, I have a few different things.
Okay, let it out.
I obviously think that Maddie's still interested in Jenna. I don't know why. I kind of have this feeling that something's gonna happen between Jenna and Jake. Like, I know that is going down like a back road, and it would screw things up forever if it did. But I feel like at Maddie's party, like, someone's gonna get wasted, and I feel like it's gonna be Jake's. I don't know if they're gonna get together or if, like, maybe tomorrow we'll think they are hooking up or something.
Oh.
I just feel like there's gonna be like an issue between Tamara, Jenna, and Jake.
That would be interesting, because then Maddie would be in on the whole, and it'd kind of be back to season 1.
Right, which is why maybe it won't happen.
That'd be cool, though. I mean, a cool story. Like, horrible for everybody, but fun to watch.
Oh my God, imagine if Jake and Sadie hooked up. All the time we're thinking it's Maddie and Sadie. Tamara would freak out. But you can't see that happening, right?
I just really want Maddie and Sadie to be together.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. I think that Jake and Tamara will stay broken up. I think Maddie is going to go for one of Jenna's friends, like that girl she brought to the party or something random, because why else would she be introduced?
Yeah.
Or maybe that new blonde girl that they showed.
She seemed cute.
Yeah.
Well, let us know what you guys think. Go to iTunes, rate us, comment us. Let us know who your favorite is. And thank you so much for tuning in. It's like Thanksgiving weekend, and I hope you eat lots of turkey. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Miss Zias. And Jason?
You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jason Eichler.
And we'll see you next week for more of an awkward after show and mishmash happening in Palos Verdes.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
You're welcome.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.